Today is Tuesday, the 14th of August, 2018. I'm Keith Warr, and welcome to another episode of Homeless in Titusville. And today I'm being joined by, what is your name, ma'am?
Tonya.
Tonya what?
Casper.
And how old are you, Tonya?
43.
You're 43 years old?
Yes.
And how long have you been homeless?
For about 3 months now.
And what's led to your homelessness?
A man hitting on me and smoking crack.
Was this a marriage you were into, or is this a boyfriend?
Well, it started out as a man that was, still helping me smoke crack, and
But were you guys...
Had him on the streets.
So you guys had a romantic relationship? Did you guys have any kids together?
No, we did not. None.
You did not?
No.
Did not. And have you ever been legally married?
Yes, sir.
You have?
Yes.
And how about children? Do you have any children?
Yes, I do. 4 children.
And how old are they?
23, 20, 16, and 13.
Wow. And when's the last time you have seen your children?
I have seen my 16-year-old probably about 5 months ago. The rest of them I have not seen in 5 years or more.
Really?
Yes.
And are they with their fathers, or are they with the state?
Yes.
Or
Father.
They're with their father?
Yes.
And is there a reason you can't see them? Like, are they really far away, or?
They stay real close, but I lost them from him, smacking me, and just because I stayed there, I, stuck them in
Do you think they're being abused too?
danger. No, but they do live with a child molester.
Really?
Yes, they
Like a convicted child molester?
Yes, sir.
And the state knows this and let him have them?
Yes.
And where does this guy live in?
Mims.
In Mims.
Yes.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, that really, really is.
Yes.
So I noticed we were talking before, you're speaking a little clearer, and now do you have a stuttering
Nervous.
problem a little bit?
Speech problem if
Speech
I
problem?
get,
Upset.
okay. Yes.
All right. Well, it's okay. Just be yourself.
Okay.
So what kind of things are you struggling with now on the streets? Like, what do you do all day? How do you spend your days?
I walk and I walk and I walk. Feet hurt. I just, that's all I do. I walk, sell my body, and smoke crack.
And how many times a day are you having to sell your body?
As often as I can.
Like what would you say is your number?
I'm going to say 15.
15 times a day?
Yeah.
15 men a day?
Sucking, or, I got to sleep with them. Yes.
Oh my God. And is this is mainly to feed your crack addiction?
That, cigarettes, alcohol.
Yeah. And what about food? Do you eat very much?
No.
Because you're very thin.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I've lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
In 3 months now.
Mm-hmm. So what's your ideal weight?
About 150.
And what do you think you weigh now?
120.
So that's a pretty big difference.
Yes.
And how about your health? Have you had any health issues from doing these things? Like, if you ever had a sexually transmitted disease?
I haven't had that, knock on wood. MRSA, staph, and it's just from staying, in strange places, filthy places,
Do you stay in a tent?
Just houses that just have rats and just dirty and.
So you stay in abandoned houses when you can?
Or the streets, just in the woods. I have nothing to sleep on, so
And are you
it's
with
the ground.
Are you with other homeless people? Are you by yourself?
Mainly, I stay by myself because I just don't trust nobody no more.
And you were saying, you voluntarily sold your body, but what about sexual assaults? Like, have you ever had anybody commit a crime against you? Like,
yes, I have. I have been left out, way out at the refuge with nothing, no phone, no nothing. So I had to walk all the way back.
So somebody picked you up, they were a John, and then they left you.
Yes, all the way out there with no money, no nothing.
Wow. That's terrible.
And
who are
jumped on out here?
Let's call out some of these men. Who well, we're not going to say their names, but what kind of men are seeing you? Are these family men? Are these men that pretend to be good family guys?
They try to be. They, sell you a story like you are just everything to them, and once you sleep with them and
they get what they want, then you're nothing?
Then you ain't nothing until they need you again. And me, just as a woman, I thrive for that, hey, I'm going to help you. So it really, really hurts. I have never had a father, so, I thrive for a man's attention.
Yeah. So what was it like growing up? Was just you and your mom, or?
Well, it started.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have 2 brothers, 1 sister, which none of them are addicts. It just,
Are they older than you? Younger than you?
Yes, I have one that's younger, and
did any of them know that you're homeless?
My sister does, which stays right here in Mims, but
really?
Just because I'm an addict, she don't want nothing to do with me. But she was an addict once.
And why is that? Have you done anything to her? Have you stolen? Have you beaten?
No, I've never stole from her.
Never fist fighted with her as an adult?
Never. I am. She's just I think it's her family name, of these strange men knowing me and, speaking to her, so she don't want to,
It's okay.
That's the word to say. I mean...
well, how did she get a break? How did she get to clean up from her problem and you don't get that shot? How is that she got it and you don't?
Because she was a smoker quietly. She never, still let nobody know.
So she was a functioning crack smoker. Is that what you're saying? She was a functioning addict?
Right, but...
So she never became bottom of the barrel homeless? She always had a house to stay in while she was an addict?
Yeah, but it's still the same. It's an addict.
Yeah,
if you're
right.
homeless, if you're not homeless, a family is supposed to help a family member, regardless.
Yeah, I would say so.
So yeah, it's just.
And what would you say to her if she saw this video? What would you want her to know?
That I can survive on my own. There is help out there somewhere. If it's not my family, a stranger would help me.
So somebody...
I don't need you, but I would want you, but...
Right, because she's your sister. She's family, right. So, you were telling me I'm trying to help you out a little bit with a little something to eat and some toiletries and whatnot, but, you were saying when I came up, you thought, oh, here we go, here's a John.
I thought, oh my God, it's my, next hit. That's what I could say. I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
Not thinking, I'm hungry.
Right.
If I smoke, I'm not going to be hungry, so
right.
I'm just going to smoke.
Yeah. Wow.
just when it's gone, that's when, you know, it all starts to sink in. You know, you're homeless and you know, still don't have nobody, alone. And I'm not saying suicide, but you know,
you kind of feel like
think about,
like,
well,
you don't care one way or another.
What if I'm not here?
Right.
Would they miss me?
Right.
Would somebody say, "Hey, where's Tonya?"
I mean,
No,
I think
they
you're worth
wouldn't.
it. I think, you
Right.
know.
I do think I am worth it, but they think that no, it's just what, you know, they can either nut or whatever, you know, and just leave me.
So have you ever tried getting help for your addiction?
I have asked the judges because I used to go out and steal for my, you know, drug of choice.
And what drug? What judge did you appear in front of?
Lemonitis.
Okay.
She's new, and I know a good 22 to 25 theft charges, and throughout all of them, I have never been offered no rehab, no help. It's always just, okay, throw her away. And
now, what did you tell this judge? Because you told me you told the judge you were pretty honest.
Right. I was like, I mean, I steal just to smoke crack. So, you know, if you would just help me, I would stop stealing. But she's going to throw me
in jail instead of rehab.
Right. So, therefore, I'm going to think of something, you know, to still smoke crack.
Do you know, do we have drug courts in Brevard County? Do we have something called a drug court?
We do.
And why weren't you given drug court? Why wasn't that offered to you?
Because they said I have never had a drug charge.
Oh.
But
what a bullshit
rehab,
catch-22 is that?
Exactly.
That is so shitty.
You know, if you would look at the problem, okay, it's crack stealing, okay? So there's no help. If you would help me with stop smoking,
because you were never a thief before the crack. Like, you paid your taxes, you went to work.
Yes, I did. In St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah?
Yes, I did.
So that's where you grew up. And how long have you been in the Titusville area?
Since 2007.
And before you started smoking crack, like, what kind of jobs did you have?
CNA. I worked at a hotel in St. Louis for 7 years. But,
so you have a work history.
Yeah, And
you must have gone to school to be a CNA.
Right. And I've even started school for a funeral home, you know,
funeral assistant, yeah.
But, you know, I started smoking.
And now with a felony record, there's a lot of things you can't do.
There's nothing I can do except go right out here and sell my body. Just because Florida is not helping us.
I think there are a lot of people in a lot of states, in the other 49 states, in your exact same spot.
Exactly.
Have you ever gone on your own? Have you ever, is there any places you've ever asked for help?
Yeah, Circles of Care, and they said I have to be either on it's the heroin.
Opiates?
Yeah, opiates. But why? I mean, just because I'm not, you know, sick or
because
anything.
I think most people think that crack is a problem from the 1980s, and that was something that happened years ago, and we're now in an opiate crisis in this country, and there's money and funding for opiates. So, I mean, look, I don't want you to go further compounding your problems and start opiates so that you can get rehab.
What's going to happen unless I am offered something? I mean, if I had it right now, I would leave right now and never even look back.
And look, I'm going to say something because I know there's going to be people who, there's going to be a lot of good people that watch this video, but there's also going to be some people that are judgmental, and they're going to say, oh, there's help and there's this and there's that. Well, let's say you don't have a phone, right? Show you don't have a phone.
Take my hand and show me. I will go.
You'll go.
I will go right now. That's all I want.
But you don't have phone. You don't have. I mean, think about
nothing.
how. Yeah, you have nothing.
So I mean, just to get a job, I don't have a street address. I don't have the way there. I have no clothes now. I have 2 outfits to my name now, just because it was
so they've been
thrown away because it's the man that beat me. He that's fine with him. I mean, it's just, I don't know what else to say. I just I'm at my wits end.
Yeah, what to do.
I've never had no help. I don't have no family. I mean, I've never had a father, and I just lost my mom to suicide, so she was like everything. She helped me. She would, fly from St. Louis to here just to help me start over. Now I have nobody. So it's like,
you don't know where to go.
Do I turn to?
Yeah. How about any of the churches? Have you ever knocked on any of the doors of the churches?
Do you know what? That's another thing. I stay here in the hood just because that's all I know. But and I'm not saying this just to, start any racist stuff, but they are prejudiced. St. James, just all of those right there in the hood. Are
they like primarily African American churches?
Yeah.
And you feel like you're ignored by them?
Yeah, and there's just no help. You walk in there and it's like the whole church just looks at you. So I feel, why am I here? Because he's not supposed to judge. Why are they judging me?
Right.
It's just, if I could just have somebody lead me the way. I've asked God to help me, but there's no answers.
No answers. And so if somebody wants to reach out to me and leave me a message on YouTube, or if you guys want to leave me a message on Facebook, you want to friend me, that's fine. You can find me at KEITHWOHR. You guys can, whatever information you guys find out. Maybe there's an inside person at one of these rehabs somewhere and knows of a program or somewhere you can go. If you don't have insurance and you're homeless, that's another thing. I assume you don't have insurance, right?
I have no insurance, nothing.
And how about food stamps? Have you ever applied for food stamps?
I have to go to a Job Corps thing, but that's all the way on Clear Lake Road. How am I going to get there? Ride the bus, but I don't have no change, so therefore, what do I have to do? Sell myself just to get up there. And
that's disgusting. That's terrible.
Just help me. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
I've never had this before, and it's scary. It's cold. Late night. There's a lot of murders happening.
Yeah, there are.
Lately here, and it's scary.
And how much longer do you think you can survive the way you are?
I'm starting to look sickly, and it's just want some help.
Yeah, some help. All right. Well, do you have any more messages for any family or friends that might see this video, or do you have anything to say to the viewers? Is there anything you want people to know about your situation?
Just, if you have to, I don't know. It's hard out here, so please, if you have help from a family member, or please take it. Don't be out here. It's scary. There's no end.
Yeah.
There's no life out here. You smoke just to hide, all your pain, but then it's.
And then more pain the next day.
It's right. It just adds up and adds.
Never-ending cycle.
Exactly. So please think twice.
All right. Well, hey, listen, guys, like I said, please, if you guys would like and share this video, there are other people like her out on the streets that need help, and she really does need help. And like I said, if you're in the Titusville area and you know of some help, please send me a message, and I'll be sure to respond to you just as soon as I can. And until next time, thanks for watching.